welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, please subscribe and hit post notifications so you guys can be able to know every time I post, and like and comment, please. Okay, so I'm gonna be talking about how social media in school, and yeah, I'm basically gonna be talking about how school is gonna be impacting my social media. And because I really want to make this post so everybody can be able to understand and it can be able to be clear, so I don't really have to talk about it anymore afterwards. So first of all, I've been doing social media for, I want to say, like a year and a half, almost 2 years now, and it's honestly something that is amazing and something that has changed my life forever. Obviously I do not have any brand deals, I do not get paid for this. So some of y'all might look at it and go, well, then how the heck does it impact your life? Honestly, it's been a dream of mine ever since I was little to be able to be a YouTuber slash social media slash anything else you want to be able to call me, as an influencer, makeup person, your general, just someone to be able to sit here and listen to me yap and, I don't know, make you feel comforted, and honestly probably get a laugh every once in a while. But I'm your gal. So with that being said, though, it's changed me in multiple ways, because I can look back into videos whenever I was 6 and 7 and even like 5 and 4, and sitting there and seeing me with my mom's phone and sitting there and telling my mom, hey mom, like, post a video, make the video. And so she'll sit there and she'll push the camera, and I'll basically sit there and go, hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, it's Adriana, and basically do what I'm doing now as like, I don't know what you would really call it, because it's not a job, because I don't get paid, but it's like not even a hobby either. This is part of my life, and it's something that is definitely crazy to kind of look back and see. And there's also times where I would have my mom's phone and I would go on it and I literally just push camera thinking that my mom would post the video, or I would end up posting the video even though I know I never did, and sit there and go, welcome back to my channel, I know you guys missing me, the whole 9 yards. And it was something that I looked at, and I remember telling my mom, mommy, like, one day I'm going to be able to be on YouTube, I'm going to be able to be a YouTuber. So YouTube has definitely changed me in many ways, to be able to see, first of all, how hard it is to be able to be a YouTuber, how people edit, which honestly I still haven't really figured out, and I don't edit any of my videos. And it's also shown that it's okay to be able to be real on social media, and that there is going to be hate no matter what the heck you do, and no matter how the heck you look, there's going to be hate. And so honestly, it's made me look at it in a completely different way. And honestly, what I've devoted my YouTube channel for is to be able to show that it's okay to not have your hair fixed and have, you know, your clothes all dressed up. Literally, like, look, I'm in an older shirt and my hair is just all messed up. It's something that really showed me that no matter what you do, you're still going to get hate, because someone's not going to like something, or someone's going to not like you. And I've honestly learned that it's something that you got to learn to live with, and it's something that nobody should learn to live with, but you do. I've also learned to be able to be open throughout social media. So I do have Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. The only one I do not have is Twitch/X, and I guess there's a couple more that I don't even know exist. But with that being said, though, is there's some people who don't like to be able to share their life on social media. Personally, I do not share where I live. The only thing I do share is that I am in Florida, and I feel like even if I didn't mention that, I feel like a lot of people would know that, just because backgrounds, and if I'm like, okay, I'm going to the beach, if whatever the heck it might be. So there's definitely that too, where it comes into the part where I personally like to share my life, and my mom is actually very open with that too. She always tells me, we'll share this, we'll share that, we'll make this, we'll tell that. And it's not in a controlling way at all, because she's very honestly like, well, do you really gotta post? And so it's more of the, if you feel comfortable sharing it, then share it. So there's definitely been a journey of what you should share and what you shouldn't share, and that's for anybody else out there on the internet. I've kind of learned those areas, but there's definitely a thing where I personally like to be able to share a good amount on social media, and I try to keep it real with everybody and all the different things. So if you guys don't know, I am going back to school. I have been homeschooled since the half of 6th grade full 7th grade, and I'm going into 8th grade into real school again. Also, if you guys didn't know, I was in a private school all the way from preschool to 5th grade. And then basically what happened is I missed too many days because of illness. That's a whole different video that has to be posted. But basically, as of right now, though, it was an illness that we thought was cancer. And I went through so many doctors, okay? So I was out of school so much, but each one had a doctor's note. Well, at the end of the year, they decided to send an envelope 2 weeks before school started, basically saying that I got kicked out of the school. So I ended up leaving that private school, went into a charter school, and that school honestly was horrible. So the teachers didn't teach. The teachers would let the kids go absolutely wild in the classroom. And I don't know if that's just honestly how schools are supposed to be, but my private school was also a Christian school, and there was none of that. So it was definitely a big change from that, and I honestly was failing really bad. I've always been an A honor roll student, and so principal's honor roll, whatever you want to be able to call it. So really seeing me fail in that was horrible, but I ended up taking a break and doing homeschool, and now I'm going to be going into 8th grade, and we went on a school tour, open house, to be able to see this new school, and we ended up going with that school. I definitely really liked the school. I definitely did not think that I would at all by any means, but I actually really do like the school, and I'm excited to be able to actually go into the school and see how this school is going to be. So I'm definitely really excited about that. With that being said, that does put into a change of social media. So first of all and foremost, I will not be posting in my school uniform, okay? So actually, I have never posted in my school uniform before, and I have went to school during the time of me doing social media. Even then, I never did actually post my school logo, my actual school, none of that, which I have seen a lot of creators are doing, which I think stupid, but you do you. So that will not be happening. Get Ready With Me's will definitely still be in the picture. How it will be, though, is it's not gonna be like blurred out the logo, none of that, because first of all, I can be able to blur out the logo as much as I can, but someone will always figure out what the logo is. And so with that being said, is when I do the Get Ready With Me's, I was gonna have like a normal outfit on. Basically, I do actually wear like the shirts and the shorts, like the matching sets, for like pajamas and stuff like that, which I absolutely love. They're so cute. Point is that's what you all will end up seeing me in, okay? And I will put on my makeup, I will do my hair, and then after I'm done filming, I will get changed into my uniform. So there is no any reason that I will be posting my school, my logo, none of that. So if you guys do question whenever I sit there, you do kind of have a little thought of, well, why isn't she in her uniform? She's going to school. Or if I make a post, I woke up late today, but I'm still going to make this post. Because honestly, I've learned if I make a post, I end up getting ready quicker because I only really have like 10 minutes sometimes. So it's like, I don't want to hear, well, she's saying she's late. Is she just using this for clout? Or whatever the heck it is because she's late to school. No, by no means. Actually, it's just I'm not dressed for school because I do not want that on the internet. So there's that. I want everybody to be able to understand that. Also, I might actually become one of those people who sit there and like, okay, pack lunch with me for school. I never thought I would say that. But I have come to the point where I want to be able to pack my own lunches, do not want a school lunch, don't want my mother to pack my own lunch. I have so many ideas for lunch, and I'm honestly really excited for some reason. So with that being said, though, that's how that will be. Basically, my whole schedule is going to be completely different. My school starts at 8 o'clock in the morning, but gets out by 3. And so I won't be home until like 4:30, possibly even 5. Everybody also has to think about I do have homework and all these different kind of things. And honestly, as of right now, since I was in National Honor Society, I talked to the principal, talked to everybody I need to talk to, I should be in honors classes. So everybody has to put that in the perspective of, okay, there's that too. Extra work and just honestly extra time that I need to take. So social media will not be put on the back burner by any means, but it will definitely be put to after I'm done with homework and after I know I'm good, I can be able to post. If you do happen to see my post will end up being I do have to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, okay? So wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and basically be out the house by 7 at the latest, okay? And you're probably like, that's a while. 6 o'clock, lunch and then getting ready. I think that's pretty good considering I do have curly hair and I actually won't be able to wear it down. So right there is that, and that's basically the end of that. Social media will definitely be still there, and I will like post as much as I can. With my old school though, we were allowed to have our phones out whenever basically, and I would post with one of my friends on Snapchat, and we would post. We wouldn't show our logos, but we'd like post in the gym or whatever. And we cannot do that at this school. This school, like, I guess you can't really have your phone in classes or anything like that. So I will not be posting in between classes. Will not be doing any of that because it has to be in your backpack. So with that being said though, there will be none of that. Besides that though, that's basically it. Nothing too much will end up changing, but I do want to be able to get that established out there of how everything's going to be. And I do go back to school in August, so, which is actually a lot earlier. Like, literally, I wouldn't go back to school until, like, the really, like, ends of August. No, not in this school. So, it's definitely a lot different. So, with that being said, right now, it's June, and it's going to be going into July pretty soon, about 3 weeks. So, July, August. So, basically 3 months, in which I think that's how long everybody else has. But, point is I do technically have 3 months still. But I just want to be able to put it out there and kind of just give everybody a pre-warning, pre-ahead, pre-everything. So you guys can be able to know, and you guys are kind of like the first to know the whole schedule, I guess. With that being said, you guys, I will not be quitting social media, will not be quitting any of that. And honestly, social media is the biggest blessing. And with that being said, you guys, that is it. Hope you guys have an amazing night, or if you end up watching it in the morning. But yeah, you guys, with that being said, subscribe, like, and hit the post notifications so you guys can be able to see every time I post a video. With that being said, you guys, bye.